Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we are diving deep into a classic Chester showdown, Hoole versus Christleton. We're going to put two of the city's most popular neighborhoods in a head-to-head battle to figure out, what really makes them tick. Are you team trendy urban village or team prestigious traditional charm? Let's find out.
But hang on, before we jump into the nitty-gritty, I've got a question for you. Think about it for a second. What defines the perfect neighborhood for you? Is it that vibrant, buzzing energy where everything you need is just a short walk away? Or do you dream of that quiet, picture-perfect charm of a traditional village? Keep that answer in your head, because it's going to be important. Because really, that choice you just made, it boils down to two totally different ways of living. On one side, you've got a life built around being able to walk everywhere, surrounded by cool, independent shops with the city buzz right on your doorstep. And on the other side, a life all about traditional community, a much slower pace, and a more rural, peaceful setting. And the two places that bring these lifestyles to life for us are, you guessed it, Hoole and Christleton. Both are absolutely fantastic spots to live, no doubt about it, but they offer very, very different answers to that question of what makes the perfect home. Okay, so first up, let's talk about the vibe of each place. The feel, the atmosphere. This is where we really meet our two contenders. Hoole, who we'll call the urban trendsetter, and Christleton, the absolute traditionalist's dream. So Hoole has actually earned itself the nickname Notting Hoole, and honestly, it fits perfectly. It's got this super vibrant, almost bohemian character. It's stylish, it's buzzing with energy, and it is packed with independent little boutiques and cool cafes. It's a total magnet for young professionals. And then you've got Christleton. The Sunday Times has literally called it one of the best places to live in the entire UK, and they've done it more than once. This place is the English village you see on a postcard. It's historic, it's peaceful, it's prestigious. It's a massive draw for families and retirees who are looking for that classic, relaxed lifestyle. Of course, all that lifestyle and prestige, well, it comes with a price tag. So let's get down to the brass tacks and talk numbers. As you can probably guess, we are looking at two very different budgets here. And wow, the difference is pretty stark. The average house price in Hoole is going to set you back about £318,000. But if you want to live in Christleton, whoa, that number jumps all the way up to an average of £490,000. That is a huge gap. Let's just put that number right out there so we can really see it. On average, we're talking a difference of over £171,000. So the big question is, why? What on earth justifies that kind of premium? Well, a big chunk of it comes down to what the source material calls the significant premium of Christleton Village prestige. But it's not just about having a fancy postcode. A massive, massive driver behind that price is something that's a top priority for families: the schools. And that brings us right to the school showdown. Honestly, for a lot of people, this is the number one reason they choose Christleton. And it really all comes down to the difference between a school being good versus being outstanding. See, in Hoole, the local schools are generally rated good by Ofsted. And good is, well, it's good. They're solid, well-regarded schools. But Christleton, it's playing in a whole different league. It's home to Christleton Primary, which is rated outstanding. And it doesn't stop there. The catchment area for Christleton High School is one of the most desirable in the entire region. For so many families, being able to get their kids into those schools is the game changer. It justifies that massive property premium, full stop. Okay, so let's move on from schools and house prices. What's daily life actually like in these places? Let's dig into the convenience, the local spots, and what really comes down to a simple debate: walk versus drive. When it comes to walkability, Hoole is the undisputed champ. It gets a perfect 10 out of 10 for connectivity. I mean, you can walk to Chester's city center or even the main train station in just 10 or 15 minutes. It's a place that's practically designed for you to leave the car at home. Christleton, on the other hand, is about 2 miles outside the city. And while there are buses, walking into town every day just isn't practical. Let's be honest, a car here is pretty much essential for doing, well, just about anything, from the school run to the weekly shop. And that difference shows up in the local scene, too. Hoole is all about that vibrant, independent culture. You've got amazing, award-winning restaurants like Sticky Walnut, cool cocktail bars like the Suburbs, and a whole street just lined with unique shops and cafes. It's all right there. Christleton's amenities have a totally different flavor. It's all about that village life. You've got your essentials, of course, a general store, a coffee shop, and a few traditional pubs. But the real highlights are more community-based. A fantastic sports center with a pool and a gym, and that beautiful village pond, which everyone knows as the Christleton Pit.
Okay, we've talked vibe, we've talked price, we've covered schools and lifestyle. It's time to pull it all together. And you know what? It brings us right back to that very first question I asked. What's your priority?
This table really just lays it all out, doesn't it? Let's just quickly walk through these trade-offs. For budget, you pick Hoole if you want to save a massive 170 grand, or Christleton if you can swing that premium. For schools, Hoole's your spot if good is good enough for you, but Christleton is the only choice if outstanding is non-negotiable. For lifestyle, it's Hoole for that buzzing, walkable city fringe life, and Christleton for quiet, traditional village charm. And finally, transport. Hoole is for walkers, Christleton is for drivers. Simple as that.
So you can kind of think of it like this. The premium in Hoole, what you're paying for, is that incredible walkability and that cool bohemian lifestyle right on the edge of the city. Whereas the premium in Christleton, that much, much bigger one, is what you pay for access to top-tier schools and the prestige that comes with living in that idyllic village. Which brings us right back to you. One place asks a premium for convenience and culture. The other asks a premium for educational excellence and quiet charm. The one you choose says a lot about what you value most. So, which premium would you pay?